ran off and left y'all this morning. I just got started without you. Wednesday morning, hump day. A beautiful, crisp, cool winter morning. 22 degrees this morning. I just rolled out of, well, I'm rolling through Aiken, South Carolina right now, headed to Fort Long to drop this load off. I'm about 2 hours out. We'll get this off the truck and see what else we can find. In the meantime, y'all enjoy the view. Trying to do a better job of getting some of this unloading stuff. I always get here and I'm worried about getting everything done as fast as I can. Whew. And coordinate with everybody as best I can. Oh, man. I thought he was about to dump them things. But we're here on site. I think this is a sewer treatment place. Getting unloaded. Okay, so I finished that drop. Sent the invoice in for factoring. It's 10 o'clock Eastern now, hump day Wednesday. I'm sitting on the side of the road. This is a private facility, I guess, basically. That's where I'm sitting. There's nobody here. It's 25 miles to a Love's north towards Charlotte, or 25 miles south to a Pilot towards Columbia, South Carolina. So I don't know which way I want to go or which way the road is going to take me, so I'm just sitting here. Been looking at the load board. I didn't pick up some cable reels. 10,000 pound cable reel going into Virginia, into the mountains. I haven't done any cable reels yet, and when I do them, I don't really want to do them in the Virginia mountains. And that load's been on the board since yesterday at $625. It's $2.26 a mile, but you just get the feeling that something's wrong with it. So everybody knows something about that load but me, so I'm just not going to take it. I had another load that picked up near me. I don't remember the name of the town. Had a drop in Forest Park, Atlanta, Georgia, and a second drop in Gulfport, Mississippi. 10,000 pounds, 10 crates, fully tarped, 30 feet long, 624 miles. And I tried to get it for $1,300. So I asked her what she wanted for it. She said $1,100. I said I could do it for $1,300, and she said okay. And I said no, wait. I said, it doesn't have to be tarped, right? And she said, oh no, it's fully tarped. It has to be fully tarped. So I know I'm on the cusp now. I said okay. I said, well, I said, even though it's tarped, I said, I'll still do it for $1,300. She said, okay. And confirmed my MC number again. And then she said, hold on a second. And she went away. She came back in a minute. She said, I'm sorry, the most I can do on that is $1,200. And I said, okay, I mean, it's a perfect load for me. The house is the halfway point. I could go pick it up, make the drop this afternoon, roll on into the house, and spend the night at the house, get up in the morning, go to Gulfport, drop it off. But I told her that no. I said $1,300 was was the least I could do, that I was going to have to tarp it, and it had 2 drops. And she said, okay, sorry, we couldn't get together on it, and that was the end of it. Now I'm sitting here with maybe a little bit of buyer's remorse. The market says $1.84 a mile for that lane, and I was $2 a mile, but it was 2 drops and fully tarped. So I felt like it was a good price, and maybe nobody else will pick it up, and she'll call me back. But you know as well as I do, somebody's probably going to take it for $1,100. So I sit here on the side of the road trying to find another load. I've checked it every 30 seconds for the last half hour, so I thought I'd check in with y'all and tell you what I'm doing, and get you up to speed on my negotiating savvy. Apparently I need to read Trump's book, The Art of the Deal, because I'm not good at negotiating, or the brokers just have so much leverage there's just no negotiating. Once you give them a price, I think lots of times they just use it as market research. They go, okay, I know I can do it for $1,300, so let me see how little I can get it for now. So, you know, and it's probably different. I mean, it's hard to put that on every broker or every brokerage, but I'm sure there's a lot of that goes on. But I feel like for a full load, if you want me and my truck and my trailer full load, I'm going to get $2 a mile. Or my pig-headed self is going to sit here on the side of the road wondering if I should have took it for $1.84 a mile. What would you do? What do you do? How are you negotiating? Help a brother out. Give me some advice. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Drop a comment. Tell me how to make it better. I'm going to get back to this load board, and I'll check back in with y'all in a little bit. Bye. Okay. So that load that was on the board that I didn't take for $1,200 was still on the board, and I took a load for $700. But it's a load for $700 going 267 miles from Columbia, South Carolina to Roanoke, Virginia. 10,000 pounds of AC unit, no tarp, strap and go. I am 20 minutes from the pickup, and I'll try to video getting in there and getting loaded, and we'll see how that goes. We'll check back shortly. I just thought that was a good looking truck. I like the colors on it. Been here in a line waiting to get loaded at this train distribution center in Columbia, South Carolina for about 3 hours. And it's been about an hour since I've moved at all. So, pretty good rate on this load, but starting to look like it's not going to be worth it at all. Hey, look. Looks like we're about to move again. Best I can tell, there's only about 20 trucks between me and getting loaded. But the last time I looked behind me, there's 20 behind me, and I think they're starting to stage off-site somewhere because there's just not room for the place to even hold them. I think they had some equipment go down. I've seen a lot of rental equipment repair trucks going in and out of here. I think they've had some I think they've had a rash of equipment issues today, but we're still here, and we'll keep you posted. All you can do is grin and bear it, right? I could go back in my spare time and read that 17-page contract I signed with the Tennessee haulers to see what they say about detention or layover or whatever. But we'll see. We'll check back in a little while and let you know what's going on. So that took a little patience. 5 hours from the time I got at the shipper until the time I left. And I probably consumed about 5 minutes of that time on securement of the last piece. So pretty much 5 hours at that shipper. It's only 5 hours to the drop, so basically if I had gotten loaded I could have been there by now, but I'm not. And then I got back on the interstate, 29-minute delay for traffic. So I just, and I'm down to less than 2 hours on my clock. I got about 25-30 miles up the road, found a parking spot, and I'm just gonna call it a day. We get up and start fresh in the morning and see if we can do better tomorrow. I appreciate it. Good night.